What is rooting? Let's simplify. Rooting is a process that involves a few fun do-it-yourself type steps for gaining the root access of your smartphone. If you're thinking you already have the root access for your device, you're completely wrong. After installing the operating system, most of the manufacturers prefer to feature a customized interface layer over it for making the user comfortable. For that reason, they develop several features which might not be required by you, or you prefer some third-party apps and find the default app little bloated. For example, you prefer MX Player over the custom video player, or prefer Music's Match over the custom audio player. Unfortunately, you won't be able to remove the default app and will be compelled to keep it unless you root your phone. So, rooting a device gives you an administrator power to your smartphone where you can decide what would be there and what. Know your phone's information before rooting. I know this is going to sound obvious, but sometimes it's the obvious things that we miss. Before rooting, you are going to need to know your device's name, your carrier, model number, Android version, kernel number, and build number. Why is it important to know this? Knowing this is important because this is going to determine which rooting method is the right one for your Android device. If you follow the wrong guide, you could end up bricking your phone and have a very expensive paperwork. Know how to restore your smartphone's firmware. It is important to learn how to restore your Android phone's firmware because if something were to go wrong, you always have the option to go back to how you were before. You can restore your phone's firmware with software such as Odin for Samsung or LG Flash Tool for LG devices. The software is obviously going to depend on what phone you have, so make sure you have this on your computer before you root your Android device. Remember to download the right firmware for your specific smartphone. Sometimes the firmware is specific to a device and even a build number. Know how to get into stock Android recovery. Learning how to get into Android recovery is not hard at all. You should be able to get into it with a few button combinations such as pressing the power key, volume plus and home button simultaneously for Samsung Galaxy smartphones. This is something you should learn before rooting your device just in case something goes wrong and you need to wipe your phone. Know how to unroot. Chances are that you might have trouble in rooting and want to unroot to get everything back to normal. To make things earlier at that time, you can now search the internet to get some tips about how to unroot your Android device. Actually, some rooting software also allow you to unroot Android device. Risks related to rooting. Always remember, choosing wrong kernel or ROM can transform your phone into a brick. However, there are forums like XDA that supply ample information regarding the supported kernels and ROMs. They also provide screenshots, included feature details, and which Android version it is based on. After choosing the perfect combination, you can flash your smartphone through your computer or can manually do it. And please don't panic if anything goes wrong. Advantages and disadvantages of rooting. You can check out our videos for more details on advantages and disadvantages of rooting Android, link given below in description box.